Sales facilitation is a more modern way of selling, and it incorporates a lot of other different sales and marketing methods so that any time that you spend on the telephone with a prospective buyer or an established customer, you're doing it in a focused kind of way where they are happy to be talking with you. There's no rejection. On your part, there's absolutely no high pressure or fancy closing techniques that are necessary because you have other tools, systems, and processes that do all of that telling and selling for you. So it's a much more modern way to sell. It eliminates all of the problems that most salespeople are forced to go through on a daily basis. There's no cold calling or cold prospecting. You're only talking to the people that want to talk with you. So it's much more enjoyable. And again, it's not selling in a traditional kind of way. So we have other systems and processes and tools and methods that take care of all of the real selling for you. And then you're just facilitating those kinds of things. You're the person that adds that human touch to the process. And that's what's missing with a lot of this high-tech stuff. You see, with a lot of the methods that we teach, they're all based on direct response marketing. And even though some direct response marketers are doing all of this without any personal intervention, except for maybe on their website, they've got a chat feature where you can chat back and forth with somebody through some email kind of thing. See, that's a step in the right direction maybe, but what we do is we take it one step further. So it's a real live human being, in this case you, if you use our methods, a real live human being who facilitates the sale. You add that personal element to it. It's much more like customer service than selling, because all you're doing is just helping the prospect along. You're making sure that they've watched certain videos that you have, or listened to certain audio recordings, or read certain white papers, or other materials. You answer certain questions that they have, or the way I prefer to set it all up is that the only time you're talking to them is when it comes time for them to make a buying decision, and now they may just have a few extra questions that have to be answered that you have to take care of. You have to assure them because they have a little fear maybe before they are ready to give you their money, so to say. And so you're helping to alleviate their fears. You're building a little rapport, and then you're making the sale in the end. But the bottom line is they want to talk with you. They're the ones that instigate it, and all you do is you're just facilitating the whole thing. So it's not salesmanship as most people think of salesmanship. It's more of a modern 21st century way of selling, using a lot of different tools and resources and automation, with the right power of positioning and other things that we teach you, so that you're still selling in the sense that you're talking to prospects and customers all day long, or for whatever time period you allot this for. So, I do 4 hours a day on average. That's my whole thing, 4 hours a day. And, but you might only want to do 2 or 3 hours a day. And that's fine. You control it, and you're working with people, and you're just helping to facilitate the sale. So we teach a complete system. It's the same system that we've perfected over a 3-decade period. We have 12 different pillars to our foundation. Sales facilitation is just one of those 12 pillars. So anyway, if you're a student of ours, you know a little bit more about what we're doing, and we're teaching all of this to you right now. This is a smarter way to sell, and I feel so sorry for salespeople that have to go out and do cold calling or cold prospecting and deal with all kinds of rejection and face all of that misery and suffering that some people think is just a part of sales, and yet we know better. Because the way we do it, we have none of those problems, and we just have the good part, and that's what's the heart and soul of what sales facilitation is all about. So thank you for listening to this message. If you want to know more about what we're doing and you're not a client of ours, if you are a client of ours and you're learning all of this, hey, This is the more modern way of selling. You're definitely learning from people that have perfected this. We've spent 3 decades learning and mastering all of the techniques that we teach. Hey, if you're not one of our clients and you want to know more about what we're doing, just click on the link below. And thank you. Bye for now.